So this is a second example from the Ellipses, chapter 9.1 in PreCalc 2. So sometimes we will be given an equation that's not in the standard form of a ellipse. And it's just a jumble of things that we have to address. So if this is the case, what I like to do first is I like to group all of my anything with an x variable together and anything a y variable together. So I'm going to put my, oops, have to bring up my annotation. I'm going to bring my 25. I'm going to write my 25 and my 150 with my x's together. So 25x squared minus 150x. And then we have our y's, plus 4y squared plus 32y. And I'm going to subtract my 189 from both sides. So this is equal to negative 189. Okay, the next step is we want to factor out our leading coefficients. So we want to factor out our 25 and our 4. So we factor out 25 over here. We're left with x squared minus 6x. And I'm going to leave a space because we're going to complete that and make that a perfect square. Here we're going to factor out a 4, and we have y squared plus 8y. And again, I'm leaving a space. This is equal to negative 189. Okay, so to complete the square, our standard format, let me just here, of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c. And so we always want to look at our b term here. We want to divide it by 2 and square it to make it a complete square. So that's the negative 6, our middle term is our b term. So we want to take our b divided by 2. Negative 6 divided by 2 is 3. Negative 3 squared is 9 plus 9. But we have this equality here. So we want to make sure we added 9 here, but we didn't just add 9, we add 9 times 25. So we want to add plus 9 times 25 to this side to maintain the equality. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with our y's. We have 8. We need to divide 8 by 2, which is 4, and then 4 squared is 16. So we're going to add 16 here. And again, we have 4 and 16, so we have to add 4 times 16 here. Okay, now we've designed this so that this would be a perfect square. So that this would be 25. Now this is x. When we divided 6 by 2, we got negative 3, so this is negative 3 squared. Here we have 4. When we divided 8 by 2, we got 4x plus 4 squared equals, when we do the math, here we get this is equal to 100. Okay, so now the final step, if you remember, for our ellipses is that we need to have this side equal to 1. So we're going to divide by 100. We're going to divide everything by 100 to maintain our equality. Okay, we can simplify this. 25, 100, we can divide out 25. This becomes 4. So we have x minus 3 squared divided by 4 plus here 4. This is 25. X plus 4 over 25 equals 1. And now we're in the standard format for our ellipse. Now remember, we have x minus h, so that's 3. So our center is at 3. And I did this last time too. Oh, I dropped my y's. I'm so want to work in x's. I apologize. Come on. This should be a y. Three, and we have y minus plus 4, so that's like y minus negative 4. So our center is at 3, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, negative 4. This here is our center. Okay? And now we have 4, which is 2 squared. So we're going to move 2 in our x direction. 1, 2 here in our x, 2 in our x. And we're going to move 25 is 5 squared. So we're going to move 5 in our y direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to here. Okay, so now this is our ellipse. And I'm not great at drawing those perfectly, but that's the gist of it. Now we can find these points. This is going to be negative. Oh, this is going to be 3, negative 9, and up here this is 3, 1. This is 5, negative 4, and this is 1, negative 4. Okay, so you can see we've done the same thing. We've if you like the formulas, we've added for our major vertices. We had a larger number under our y, so we added 5 and subtracted 5 from our center y value to get there. And now our foci is going to be along this vertical line, this axis here. Oops. Okay. I don't like the way I drew that, so I'm going to take that out. But in our y direction. So our c is going to be a squared minus b squared, so the square root of that. It's going to be 25. Again, this is just the difference in our denominators. So c is going to equal the square root of 21. And this is approximately equal to 4.58. Okay, so we're going to move down 4.58 and up 4.58. But we usually put it as the square root in here. So we're moving in our y direction. Our y started at negative 4. So we're going to go 3, negative 4 plus the square root of 21, and 3, negative 4 minus the square root of 21. Okay, these are our foci. Okay. So we complete the square, we get it in our standard format, then we can use our formulas or graphically, however you work best through that. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. I am going to ask for the full formula sheet for all of the conic section to be posted to the bottom of this. If it's not there, the page for your ellipses is page 960 in your book, or table 9.1.